Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're in the Mazda 3. No more Miata content for a little bit, you know, it's a little bit down right now. But today I'm gonna be answering a question that I get asked a lot, and that is if my Mazda 3 is fun to drive or not. So if you guys know about my Mazda 3 and you're already subbed to the channel, you know I have a 6-speed manual Mazda 3. And if you're new to the channel, well, here is the 6-speed. So if you guys are in the market for a Mazda 3, or you just want to know what it feels like to drive a manual, well, this video is going to help you a lot, because in the end I'm going to tell you if it's worth it for you to get a Mazda 3 6-speed manual, or if you should just get an automatic. So let's get on with it. I do have a muffler delete on this, so I'll do a kind of a cold start, not really, for you guys. So let's do that. Now to start the Mazda 3, you gotta push the clutch in. It's already on ignition 1 and ready to start. So let's go. I think it was in first gear, so I'll just take it out of gear. And now we can let go of the clutch. So the Mazda 3 I have on the roadie forms, and I'll show you guys the muffler delete, do a few revs for you guys because it's been a while. And basically I got big tips. Got my coffee for the road trip. If you guys don't know about the roasted hazelnut cold brew, you're sleeping on it, from Timmy's. Let me put you guys on this. Best shit ever. Does cost $4, so once in a while it's pretty good. So now I'm just gonna have my coffee for a little bit and set up the GoPro on the head mount, and we shall be on the road. So basically the criteria for today's drive is gonna be, I'm gonna do a little bit of street driving so you guys know what it feels like to drive on the local streets, and then we're gonna take it out to like an open road and really let it rip a little bit. WOT. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully we don't get too much wind noise. I want you guys to hear the muffler delete and just hear how good this car sounds. And also when you're downshifting or upshifting, you know, it's pretty good. So stay tuned, let's get on the road. All right guys, let's get going. I'm back home because I kind of forgot something for my GoPro, so it's good. We're gonna start from here. You guys will see firsthand how it feels like when I get out of my area. Nobody's coming. And then we go up, look around, nobody coming, and we are off to our drive. Now they're doing a little bit construction here, so gotta go a little bit slow, 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 slow. And we are going to do a little street driving, and then we'll take her out to some open roads, and that should be fun as well. We're gonna keep everything under the speed limit for the most part, but this is my neighborhood. So I do have BC Racing coilovers on my car, so it's a little bit stiff, which I don't mind because I really hate body roll. After you get coilovers and then you know, drive like a car that has like normal suspension, you hate the body roll. It's the worst actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, so this is mostly the city driving. There's not a lot of shifting. Only when you're coming to a stop, you put it into neutral, and then when you go off on the green light, then you have to shift, which you guys saw. Like me, I'm talking to you guys and you probably saw me shifting, and it just becomes second nature, right? It's just like once you learn how to drive the manual properly, it becomes second nature. Right now we're cruising in 4th gear again. Most of the city driving happens in 4th gear, and hardly, like when you go to like 80 and stuff, you have to put it into 5th. And now this is red light. Some guys sometimes like to downshift. I am those some guys, but when you're coming to a full stop, it's better to just put into neutral and come to a full stop. Another thing that kind of sucks in lowered cars is will suck because sometimes you can't avoid them. We are almost at the open area. It's gonna rain, so hopefully it doesn't rain while we're driving. Hopefully it rains on the way back so I can have the windows up. But I want you guys to hear the exhaust and make some decisions for yourself. If you already have a Mazda 3 or you're looking to get one and you want to do something to your car, an exhaust is a good mod to start with, I would say. That's what I started with. Now the question is this car fast? Hell no. Is it fun? Hell yes. That's why I would recommend you guys get a manual Mazda 3, because no matter what car you get, if it's a manual, you're just gonna have more fun in it. You know, this car will sound nice all the way up to like 5,000 RPMs. After that, the sound kind of dies. And it's good that it goes loud in those RPMs because the power starts around 3,000. For the most part, this car sounds good. It handles well with the BC coilovers. And yeah, I would just say you guys get a manual, or if you already have an automatic and you're thinking about getting a manual, do it. Do the switch, sell the automatic, save the manuals. And if you get the sports model, you get the 6-speed, and you get a few other features as well, like the dual climate control and auto wipers, which are very handy. So this here, we're doing a turn and it feels very nice. I'm in 4th gear, downshift to 3rd. You know, handles well. I can turn perfectly on 50 kilometers per hour and it doesn't feel, the car feels very planted, doesn't feel like it's gonna go all over the place. And this is what the car basically sounds like with all the windows up. You know, you can still hear the exhaust. But yeah, I think it's gonna start raining. I can already see some drizzles. Nice R8. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to head back home because it is raining. So I just want to talk to you guys about, you know, if it's fun to get a 6-speed manual and drive it every day. Yes, it is. That is a straightforward answer. You know, just the feeling of shifting while you're driving and connecting to the car and knowing that how fast the car is going at all times. You know, that the sound also helps, like getting the muffler delete and, you know, hearing the exhaust. It really helps you to tell what speed you're going at and you know, if you need to shift or not, because it's a better feedback, right, sound wise. So yeah, overall experience, you know, with the 6-speed manual has been great, and I love every second of it. Even the traffic, like, that's what I tell people. The topic comes up that I drive a manual car, they're like, oh, you know, it's like basically like a stereotype, which I guess for some people it's true. Then maybe again, they don't really like driving manual, they're just doing it for the cool points. But I like driving it, you know, 24/7, 365 days out of the year, because traffic, yeah, it sucks, but you get used to it. How many times are you gonna be in traffic, right? And I feel like if you can drive in traffic, that's where you really learn how to like control the clutch and how to shift properly, you know, in a short amount of time. And that overall, in the long run, helps you better as a manual driver, and it's just, you know, becomes second nature. My foot knows when to press the clutch, you know, when we're coming to a full stop, and it knows when to let it off when we are shifting. So its overall experience is the best in a manual. Like, I've driven automatic cars after driving manual, and let me tell you guys, like, after maybe like, you know, 20 minutes, I started to fall asleep because like I'm so bored in a automatic car. There's nothing to do. You just sit there, press the gas, and when you're coming to a stop, you press the brake, and it becomes boring. Like right now, we're gonna go on a green light, and I gotta shift, you know, get the car ready, get it in gear, switch to second, let the clutch out, give it some beans, shift to third, match up with this guy. Now we are cruising together. You know, you see a lot of cars that are done nicely, and the truck guy is up my ass, so I'm gonna go behind my friend here. But this guy came in the other lane. The truck guy is gonna be pissed because he wants to go. Now he slowed down because he saw us do like a fucking Need for Speed lane shift, and that was pretty cool, let me tell you guys. Truck guy knows that we're together, but we're not. Yeah, buddy. Sounds okay. I've heard definitely not an M3 because single exhaust. But that lane change was pretty cool still. Somebody was filming. It would have been on camera. Good thing it was. So yeah, if you're deciding between an automatic or a manual, 100%, 200% go for the manual. It's just gonna be more fun. Even in the winter time, it's okay if you have, as long as you have winter tires. This car is still a lot of fun to drive. And I feel like in winter, it's better to have a manual, because an automatic, if it slips out, you can't really control it, right? It's just gonna be the car controlling the speed by itself. But if you're in a manual and you're able to control the gearing, you can kind of slow the car down, even when you're skidding a little bit, you know? Like, it's definitely happened to me in the past. That's why I'm speaking from experience. But it wasn't like super bad where it caused an accident or anything, and luckily there was nobody around me. And yeah, I feel like winter time is also a good time to have a manual car. So yeah, 6-speed manual, a lot of fun. 5-speed also fun. I have the Miata in 5-speed. So overall, manual cars are a lot of fun, and I know I said fun a lot of times, but it is what it is. But yeah, I know the new cars, they're all mostly automatic, so if we can save the manuals, it would be a great thing, and you'll have a lot of fun driving it, saving it, modding it, and just, you know, having it. So yeah, peace out guys, and go get your Mazda 3s in a manual. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, peace.